Seth freaking Rollins, and this is BrettO Live on YouTube.
What is going on, guys? BrettO Live back with another video, and welcome to the Week in Review, episode 35. Starting over here with Raw is the Week in Review setup. We set up Raw and SmackDown in a WWE action figure setup style. So without further ado, this is episode 35, so let's get into it. Starting, I don't know. We're gonna start over here. Let's start weak and get better and better. This Raw wasn't that bad. I mean, I could sit through this one. This one was pretty freaking good. I enjoyed it. Other than last week's Raw was terrible, this one was pretty freaking decent. So without further ado, let's do it. Starting over here, it was Eric Rowan versus another local competitor. This is like the 5th week in a row that they're doing this with his cage. Okay, the bell rings. The local competitor, I don't even know his name. He runs away with the cage, runs out of the ring, grabs the cage, runs up the ramp. Here comes Eric Rowan. He just stomps all over this guy. He tries to get Eric Rowan counted out, but then Eric Rowan gets in the ring, super mad. He slams him on the ground, slams him on the ground, slams him on the ground. The ref rings the bell. So technically, the local competitor, you could say, beat Eric Rowan, but by disqualification, obviously. But yes, Eric Rowan did not reveal his cage, whatever's inside it. He didn't reveal it again. Kind of getting old. It's just getting old. I mean, if you guys saw my video, I think a camera's inside of it. But then again, I'm just joking around. But yeah, Eric Rowan getting really old here. But yeah. Moving over here, it was, well, first, Becky Lynch was backstage, passes Charlotte. Becky Lynch is like, you know what? You couldn't take care of the Kabuki Warriors last week? I'm going to take care of them. So, Becky Lynch, she goes in a 1-on-2 handicap match for the titles against the Kabuki Warriors, Kairi Sane and Asuka, and she gets it handed to her. Wicked. Insane elbow from the top rope to Becky Lynch by Kairi Sane. Asuka cheering him on. And then, this is just absolutely crazy. And then Becky Lynch goes backstage. Obviously, Charlotte lost to the Kabuki Warriors last week. So Becky Lynch and Charlotte, it would only make sense if they teamed together to beat Kairi Sane and Asuka. So that's going to be the match at TLC, which I am looking forward to. Always enjoy TLC. Good TLC matches coming up, so yeah, really looking forward to that. This was a pretty good moment here, good match, and everything there. Moving over here, it was Aleister Black versus Akira Tozawa. Akira Tozawa getting another match here on Raw, getting more TV time, very interesting. It was okay. I mean, it's just kind of obvious. Aleister Black is obviously going to pick up the victory. Aleister Black, black mask, center of the ring. I have it set up on the outside because there wasn't enough room in the ring. But yes, Aleister Black, he beat Akira Tozawa. 1, 2, 3. Again, kind of getting old with Aleister Black. I just want to see him against somebody good. Again, like Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy and him at TLC are going to be that's going to be absolutely amazing. Really looking forward to this. I mean, really looking forward to that. But this, I don't know. This was just okay. Again, he beat Akira Tozawa. Kind of dumb. Moving over here, it was Andrade versus Humberto Carrillo. Backstage, they had an altercation. Humberto and him were pushing back, firing back. It was absolutely crazy backstage between these two. They had a match. Humberto snuck the victory. He got the 1, 2, 3. He beat Andrade. Absolutely crazy. And then after the match, very, very interesting. That adds a little bit more spice to this moment, if you guys know what I mean. Andrade starts having a little altercation with his little manager there, Selena Vega. He's like, I don't speak Spanish too well, but he said, I think he was saying like, this is all your fault why I lost and all stuff like that. But yeah, very interesting how they're trying, I don't know, little cracks starting to form in the relationship between them two, and I love it. So yeah, that's awesome. Moving over here, it was Buddy Murphy versus Zack Ryder with Curt Hawkins on ringside, and Buddy Murphy absolutely dominated. I love the look of that right there. That looks awesome. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but Buddy Murphy absolutely dominated. It was okay. But yeah, really looking forward to these two. Like, this is going to be good. Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy at TLC. That is going to be a killer match. Moving over here, it was Drew McIntyre versus Matt Hardy. I'm really not liking the way that they're booking Matt Hardy. He's a jobber getting buried. It doesn't make any sense. Like, that's Matt Hardy, and he's just going up against Drew McIntyre again, and he gets dominated again. It's just crazy. I can't believe it. First, I think it was Buddy Murphy, and now it's Drew McIntyre, and yeah, he's just being treated like a jobber. And you got to remember, that's Matt Hardy. That is not a jobber right there. That's Matt Hardy. That's why everybody's so confused why he's losing. Again, he got buried by Drew McIntyre. Moving over here, the divorce is official. Lana and Rusev are no longer together. Didn't really like their promo last week with the police officers, but this one this week was awesome. So yes, Rusev signs the paper, Lana signs the paper. A bunch of trash talking went on before. Obviously, they signed the paper. Not gonna talk about any of that. But yes, after this happened, Bobby Lashley's music comes out. He's trying to take out Rusev. He gets the upper hand for a short time, and then Rusev right through the freaking signing table right there, and then Lana's going crazy. It was a pretty good moment. Really cool. And then moving over here, main event of the show, it was AJ Styles versus Rey Mysterio rematch for the United States Championship. Club really interfering in this match for Rey Mysterio. Really surprised Rey Mysterio was not about to lose this one. His tights, I'm not sure if you guys noticed this, but by his butt, his tights did split. If you guys noticed that. I'm not sure if I was the only one, but they split. I'm serious. Go back and look at the match. Obviously, that was not supposed to happen, but yeah, just a fun fact there. But yeah, these two had a match. Randy Orton again with the interference. He didn't really interfere. He sort of distracted AJ Styles. He came up from behind. AJ Styles saw him. He's like, oh my gosh, is he about to hit an RKO? And then there was literally almost 5 seconds left. Okay. There's Randy Orton, comes in the ring, distracts AJ Styles, show is literally about to end. Rey Mysterio rolls him up, 1, 2, 3, show ends. I'm like, oh my god, they cut it so close. They cut it so freaking close. Oh my goodness. And Rey Mysterio won the roll-up. Rey Mysterio was actually about to lose until Randy Orton snuck up behind. But yeah, Rey Mysterio is still your United States United States Champion, which is absolutely crazy. But yes, the last thing that I want to talk about is... oh my god. Can you guys believe this? Shield 2.0 has happened. Yes, Seth Rollins saying at the beginning of the show again, Kevin Owens, I have no part of the AOP, but I believe for maybe a short time he might have not had a like a relationship with the AOP, but now he does. The way that they did this was just awesome. Like classic WWE, the way they did it. Kevin Owens found the van that the AOP drive to the arena. He just starts beating it with the metal stick that Rey Mysterio gave him, and then he opens up the back door. There's a person sitting in the seat. I didn't notice it the first time when they did the replay. I'm like, oh, now I see him. Here's a person sitting in the seat. AOP out of nowhere takes out Kevin Owens. The seat turns around just like this, and then Seth Rollins takes off his hood, and it's Seth Rollins. Looks like Seth Rollins is going to be leading the AOP in action. So this is sort of like your Shield 2.0. Definitely heels, of course. Very, very interesting. Wow. And then also Kevin Owens beat up Mojo Rawley. Don't really need to talk about that. But yeah, Kevin Owens beat up Mojo Rawley. But this was literally the highlight of the show right here. Very, very cool. Very cool moment right here. Pretty cool. But yes, guys, that was Raw, and now we're going to get into SmackDown. Continuing the week in review here with SmackDown. We're going to get right on into it, starting over here. Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. It's kind of like your typical match. We've seen this match. I think we saw like Alexa Bliss versus Sonya Deville, or no, Alexa Bliss versus Mandy Rose last week. So pretty similar. But yeah, again, just with Nikki Cross. Tag team match here. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross did pick up the victory. Wasn't a half bad match. And yeah, they hugged at the end, and then, they were disappointed. Wasn't half bad. I mean, nothing too special. Moving over here, one of my favorite parts of the night, Miz and Renee Young had an exclusive interview at Miz's house. And I'm like, wait a minute, they're at Miz's house? Something is bound to happen with Bray Wyatt. So, like, the little alarm goes off that, like, a sensor's going on, like, the baby crib upstairs in the baby's room, and then Bray Wyatt's puppets are everywhere, and the baby's playing with them. I'm like, oh my god, Bray Wyatt. It was creepy. It was cool. It was interesting. Oh my gosh, so freaking cool. Cannot wait for their match at TLC. That is going to be freaking awesome. But yeah, that was a really good segment. Maurice and him are just going crazy, and then they kick out the cameraman. Very, very, very cool segment right there. Moving over here, it was Bayley versus Dana Brooke. Another really weak match in the night. Just a normal one-on-one match. Before, the build-up for this match was Elias roasting the crap out of Bayley backstage. Definitely just check out the video. He was calling her like a dude. freaking hilarious after like she cut her hair, whatever, stuff like that. It was hilarious. Check it out on WWE's YouTube channel if you guys have not already. But again, Bayley, Dana Brooke, one-on-one. Bayley, obviously, as you guys could see, dominated Dana Brooke. I cannot stand Dana Brooke, if I'm being completely honest. I have no idea why she's getting TV time. I cannot stand her. Bayley, yeah, just dominated her. Moving over here, it was the Revival versus Mustafa Ali and Shorty G. Wasn't a half bad match. This was jam-packed full of action. This was just such a cool match. High flying. This shatter machine at the end was freaking insane out of nowhere. Like Mustafa Ali just hit the 450 in this corner, and then like 30 seconds later, shatter machine, boom, done. Mustafa Ali gets pinned, 1, 2, 3. Ali wasn't able to get there in time to break up the pin, but yeah, wicked match here. Really enjoyed it, and the Revival did pick up the victory. Of course, building up for TLC because they are facing the New Day. Why make them look bad when they're going into TLC? Fully understand. Moving over here, it was Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro versus Heavy Machinery. And again, before this, the build-up backstage, just like them. So Otis got a Secret Santa gift for Sami Zayn, and he got him a ham. He got him a massive ham. And then Sami Zayn just disrespected Otis. Cesaro came, he threw it on the ground. They were making fun of him, saying how he's a vegan and everything like that. Sami Zayn just could not believe that Otis got him a freaking ham. But yes, Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro versus Heavy Machinery later in the night. 2-on-2 tag team match. Pretty decent match as well. Just another good tag team match. Just like, I honestly preferred the Revival versus Ali and Shorty G tag team match. That was way better than this in my opinion. This still was a good match though. Again, Nakamura, Cesaro, Heavy Machinery. Heavy Machinery did lose, sadly. Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro did pick up the victory over Heavy Machinery. Again, it wasn't half bad. I mean, there wasn't really, you know, honestly a point for this. I honestly liked the backstage moment more than this, if I'm being completely honest, with the ham. That was hilarious. I actually laughed. That was freaking funny, man. That was hilarious. Best, up there with The Fiend and Miz at his house. This is another one of the best moments. Roman Reigns finally got some freaking redemption here. It was Dolph Ziggler versus Dolph Ziggler versus Kofi Kingston first, and then it was interfered. Wait, no. Totally cancel what I just said. Baron Corbin versus Kofi Kingston, and then Dolph Ziggler kept on interfering. Big E comes in, he's like, why don't we have a tag team match? So it was Big E, Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler, Baron Corbin. This match still couldn't get going. Disqualification. Security starts breaking it up. The big dog comes out. Roman Reigns music hits, and then he starts taking out freaking Corbin's security. Freaking awesome moment. Corbin runs away like he always does. And and before this, what really got Roman Reigns out here was Corbin was about to humiliate Kofi Kingston just like he did Roman Reigns by pouring the dog food on him, chain him up in the corner, but he wasn't able to because Roman Reigns came out in time, took out freaking Dolph Ziggler, freaking almost choke slammed him off the top of this ladder through the freaking announcer's table. Corbin ran away like a coward. But yeah, very cool moment right here. Freaking awesome. But yeah, guys, that was the week in review. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Definitely let me know what show you guys thought was better in the comments down below, SmackDown or Raw this week. I would probably have to give it to Raw this week, surprisingly. I thought they had way more better pop-outs with like Seth Rollins and AOP. I thought that was way more interesting. But yeah, Roman Reigns, I was just waiting for him the entire night. It was freaking awesome. But yeah, both shows were pretty good this week. If I were to rate the shows, I would give Raw a solid 7 out of 10. And I would also give SmackDown a 6 out of 10. Thought it wasn't half bad, but then again, it could have been way better. But yes, guys, this has been the Weekend Review. Really hope you guys enjoyed. BrettO Live is out.